Today we're fortunate enough to do the test on the latest offering by Beta, the 350RR Racing Replica. That's what RR stands for, or relax and race, but it's actually Racing Replica. 350RR is bought from Beta. It's a double overhead cam motor. What we are testing here today is it's a 2012 model, really, one of few that are in the country or one of few in the world today. And we're fortunate enough to have the opportunity to test it in this growing segment of the market. 450 is a little bit too big. Obviously, the 530s are more of a desert racer. So that 350 mark, 400 mark in the four-stroke category of motorbikes is becoming quite a big market segment. We can see they are exceptionally competitive. Caroli won the World Championship last year on a 350 KTM. Alessi is doing very well, so is Mr. Short in America in the AMA Supercross with his 350. So you can see that this is a capacity that's certainly got a marketplace. And we decided to try the Enduro version because, of course, KTM have got the 350 XC and the 350 SX, but not quite the Enduro version, the one with the lower gearing. On testing this bike, on having it out, first thing you will notice is it's very, very good at the bottom end. Very nice torquey motor, not too much, but nice and torquey. Unlike the 350 SX KTM, which, given it's a motocross bike, and a lot of guys did try and convert it and make it useful off-road, but didn't really work because it had a long first gear, didn't really have enough weight on the flywheel. This Beta is specifically made for enduro. And of course, Beta being a trials manufacturer, and that's where their beginnings and their roots are, they know what to look for as far as tractability, low down power and torque goes. So, you know, we've come into this knowing that it's going to be a good product, and in testing it, you can see puts the power down nicely, not too much torque to break loose. It's easily handleable. Now, the coming in weight, they say, is 113 kilograms. I doubt it. It probably is that weight, but it certainly feels a lot less. It's got a very, very good center of gravity. The weight displacement has been put down very well on this motorcycle. If you do read the specs, it's 51 kilograms at the back and 58 at the back and 51 in the front, which gives you a very nice weight displacement. You must have those two even. If you have too much in the front, obviously you won't be able to trial it or ride it around as easy. You will see on certain segments over here, our pro rider is riding the bike like a trials bike, utilizing that bottom end, utilizing that low first gear and the smooth torque. You can see on going up very, very sharp embankments, it's got the bite to shoot up straight away, and no fluffiness involved. It is still a carbureted bike, I must tell you, knowing that in 2012 the KTM 350 EXC is fuel injected, the Husaberg 390 is fuel injected, so it looks like everything is going fuel injected. This is still carbureted, nothing wrong with it, it still works well. If jetted perfectly, they're just as good, really. The only thing that you do get with the carburation, as opposed to the fuel injection, is that it can be a little bit fluffy sometimes and a little bit boggy, whereas the fuel injection is direct every time. The Beta utilizes Mazzocchi 50mm shocks, very, very good forks. They absorb nicely. I was a little bit worried that they would be a little bit stiff, being 50mm, because same as Husqvarna, most of them have used the 45, same as Gas, the 45mm Mazzocchis's, which were very, very good in the technical small areas. 50mm were a little bit too rigid, but they seem to have got this right. The 50mm work very, very nicely on the bike. They handle the small bumps and the big bumps very well. So in that department, they've certainly got it right. The Sachs rear suspension, very, very good. It's linkage, so obviously it's going to work, and it does work very, very well. The weight issue on the bike, at that, you don't really feel it. You don't feel the weight when you're doing tight technical situations. If you stop and the bike falls on you and you have to pick it up, then you can feel the weight. Much like the Husaberg, much like a KTM 400. So in motion, it's effortless. And in actual fact, that weight contributes to a nice planted ride, which the Beta certainly does give. Very planted, it's not jittery, it's not nervous in little rocks, and you can place the wheel where you want it and have quite a lot of confidence in knowing that that wheel's going to go where you want it, with a follow-up of the nice smooth beta power that does come through. They have rated the 450 very, very highly in American magazines. I think the only one that beat it was the Husaberg. So it is rated as a very, very good bike. So coming in with this 350, I certainly think they've got it right. Uses endurocross tight situations. Personally, I'd add a fan to it. Any four-stroke needs a fan in very, very tight situations, and specifically the South African climate. Other than that, clutch did not fade. Power was really, really nice and smooth. Not overabundant, but good enough to get you out of trouble. Seat height, very, very good. This is perhaps a little part where KTM could learn. It's a little bit low in the KTM, but for the shorter in stature rider, this can mean being a good technical rider or a bad technical rider. So seat height was just right and was on. Nicely balanced. We can honestly say it was a good test. Well, as soon as you got the jetting issues sorted out, very, very good bike. Very, very nice capacity. And I think this will take over from a lot of the bigger and larger capacities, being 450, 530 or 500. It just seems right. And of course the fuel efficiency would be very, very good. So very, very nice bike, and yeah, we'll do some more tests on the 390s and the 400s that are coming in now.